What advice would you give to someone who's contemplating a big change, like switching jobs or moving to another city? Any tips on how to handle that gracefully?
Sure. Change can be very frightening and unsettling. And so I would suggest inching closer to it without placing a lot of pressure. One of the things that I always like to encourage people to do that are looking at making a major change, often they're undecided. Parts of them want to go left, another part wants to go right. One wants to quit the job and go on to the next job, the other one wants to keep the job. So one of the tricks you can use when you're considering making major change, if you're not really sure about which path is the right way to go, is you can lean in the direction of one of them. And you can just, a small tiny step is just to imagine that you've already made the decision and that you're heading this direction. And start to feel what that's like in your body. Maybe even tell people, I've made a decision. And see how that feels to you. So you can lean in the direction, because rather than trying to read the tea leaves accurately, saying, well, I think I know the right answer, but I'm not sure. You actually can start to lean in a direction. What you're looking for is confirmation that this is the right direction as you go along. Knowing that if you start to get a sense like, you know what, I thought this was the right direction, but really, I think I need to recheck this. When it's aligned is when it's aligned in a sustained way. You get confirmation as you go along. I look back, for example, to a marriage that I just left. Huge decision. My sense was that my process is that it wasn't a choice. It was a recognition of what was true for me deeply. So it wasn't a choice by the mind. It was as if I could just see the current in the river was heading this way. What's interesting is as soon as I took action on that direction of leaving the marriage, every succeeding action I took after I had decided to leave confirmed that I was on the right course. The ground became more solid as I went along. So what you don't want to do is pretend to know. You don't want to flip a coin. At best, you want to listen very carefully to your own wisdom, because that's going to be where you're going to access your deeper truth. And at best, I tell people, this isn't about making decisions. It's just about realizing what's deeply true for you and cooperating with that. Someone may feel like it's true for them to leave a marriage, and they're terrified to leave the marriage. It helps to get through the terror when you're connected with a deeper level of truth. We need that deep connection to our own wisdom to sustain us in moving into the new territory.